everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Steelers going up against the Ravens. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a cut to the sideline. And now look at him go. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
This is taken at the 3. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He got 29 yards that time. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. They come up in an offset eye, and they'll run it here. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game. We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but, boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Now they'll switch it up here. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Second down, 8. One receiver left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. And on the ground they go with a running back. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. forced out to his left. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
Here we go now.
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse it through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to... Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Nine yards to go. It's third down.
Now let's go. Boom. On now. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete here on third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll set up the throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got time. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll be a gain of 16. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got great field position, obviously, to start this drive. Tie game, do you maybe go a little riskier here with that great field position?
I think some guys look at it and say, let's go. Be aggressive. Be bold. Let's get it downfield right now. Other guys will look at it and say, you know something? I think we're in a position to get 3 points if we don't make any big mistakes. Run our offense, get in that spot, and see if you get the 3, and hopefully maybe even more.
Either way, I bet they're happy to have options. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
So every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is going to be incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go. Blue, Niner. Leopard. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. He's back to throw. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an offset eye. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So the D-line's going to spread out, and the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Well, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the San Diego Chargers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Take me